Hangtown! Today we're going to talk about the 5 disciplines of execution, also called
How to win.
How to Win. All we do is win, right? That's what we're going to talk about. You know, there's math associated with all this sort of good stuff. So you might want to grab your pencil and some paper, your pen, whatever it is. We got some things to talk about. First thing we want to talk about, number 1, there's 5 steps to this. Number 1 is a wig. Trying to find your wig. What is wig?
Wildly important goal.
Wildly important goal. Why is it just not a goal? Why is it a wildly important goal?
Go back and watch the goals video.
Yes! What else?
You could give yourself an incentive, something to help you keep moving forward. Because it's passionate, emotional, and stressful.
Say it so that everyone can hear you.
Passionate, emotional, and stressful.
That's right. It has to be a big thing. It has to be something that's going to change your life, something that's going to make you, right? It's got to be really, really important to you, right? That's the most important thing. Second step, the most important thing is finding out what your leading measures are, right? When you're trying to figure out your goal, let's say that your goal is to do, how many deals you want to do next year?
30.
Want to sell 30 homes, right? So I would ask him, all right, so how many deals did you do last year?
22.
22. So you have 8 more that you want to do, right? What we have to do is find out how we got those 22 sales, figure out how many more activities. So how are you going to get 8 more sales next year?
Go on more appointments.
How are you going to get more appointments?
Good question.
That's exactly right. That's what we have to find, the leading indicators. So we have to find out how are we going to get on more appointments? How are we going to get more people to call? What are our other lead sources that we're going to do to make this happen? Give me some good examples of leading indicators.
I'm going blank right now.
How many phone calls does it take you to get one appointment?
We'll just say 50.
50 phone calls is a leading indicator to an appointment, right? What's another leading indicator?
Open houses.
Open houses, right? How many deals did you get out of open houses last year?
0.
0. How many do you want to get out of it in 2024? Lighten me. Okay, 1. All right, so that means how many open houses do you have to do to get 1 deal? You don't know because you got 0.
Yeah.
Who here's got deals out of open houses?
I have.
Right, you do open houses. How many open houses does it take for you to get 1 deal?
About 5.
So every 5 open houses, you can get 1 deal. So that means to get 8 more sales, how many more open houses do you have to do?
5 times 8, 40.
That's 40. So you got to look at 40 more open houses, or else maybe we have to look at building up your skills a little bit, right? So it's all about math. Can you give me a leading indicator?
Well, your database, right?
Database.
How many people you have in your database?
That's a very good one. How many people in my database know me, like me, trust me, or willing to refer me? If you don't have enough people in your database, you're not going to get a lot of people. You're not going to get a lot of referrals. You're not going to get as many sales. We build up our database. Those are going to be automatic sales that happen. They're going to get to come list me, come help me buy a house, right? I love those sort of sales. They're wonderful, right? So leading indicators. It's really important to get that down to a science. What do I have to do to get my 30 sales? What do I have to do different than I did last year? What am I going to do differently than I did last year? So we're going to talk about some tracking and measuring. In the rookie classes, you always fill out those cool forms. You guys have all seen the rookie form. What does it talk about? You guys talk about what's on that sheet.
So right at the very top is hours of power.
Right. Now what does that mean?
So that means how much time are you actively spending incurring new business?
That's right. You think that's important? Yes. You think that's a leading indicator? What else do we track? What else do we track on there?
Just kind of clients, the status of them, kind of see where they're at so we could get help with them moving forward.
Mm-hmm. Right? We're talking about numbers. What do you else do you remember on there?
We talk about wins and losses.
Talks about wins and losses, right? We can learn a lot of stuff from that. The thing I'm trying to get from you guys is
Number of appointments.
number of appointments. Thank you. Brrr, bang, you got it. Yes, thank you. Appointments. Why do we track appointments?
Appointments are our biggest lead indicator for the number of deals that we're going to do per year.
That's exactly right. The amount of appointments tells me how many appointments it takes you to get a sale, and it tells me if you were efficient with the people that you meet with or not. It is the number 1 indicator to tell me how many sales you're going to get at the end of the year. So you got to pay close attention to that. In order for you to get 18 sales a year, pretty much how many appointments should you go on a week?
8 to 10.
That's what I was going to say.
8 to 10 is about right? So 8 to 10. So now you want to sell 30. So how many appointments do you need to go on in order to get 30 sales?
16 to 20.
That's good. That's why we track. You guys want to know why we fill out that form in the rookie class? So we can start saying these actions create these results. These results create this money. That's how we can get you there, okay? All right, guys, so accountability, what does it mean to you? Emily, what does it mean to you, accountability?
It means that, I'm doing the things that I said I was going to do.
There's such thing as self-accountability?
Absolutely.
Other people accountability? Can other
Yes.
people hold you accountable as well?
Yes.
That's exactly right. So accountability means to you doing the stuff you're supposed to do. Someone else give me an idea what accountability is.
It's based on your motivation, right? You have certain external ways that you're motivated to hold you accountable. Rookie logs, right? That's an external motivation to help keep you on track, keep you moving. That's all done to build your own intrinsic motivation too, right? I'm going to be accountable to myself because these are my goals, right? The brokerage and the team have goals, but it's all rooted in our own individual goals, our WIGs, right? And so we have to use that external motivation to corral us and get us where we're intrinsically, internally motivated to do it and hold ourselves accountable. And once we can do that and hold ourselves accountable, then that's where we need to be, right?
100%.
We got to get past somebody telling us we have to do it, and we just have to do it because it's the right thing to do.
That's right. Why do we hire coaches? What's your favorite football team? I don't want to hear from you. Who's your favorite football team?
Oh, go Hawks, and he doesn't know anything about football.
Go Hawks. I know. I had to move away from this side of the table. Why do they have coaches? Why don't they just have the players go out there and play?
Right, because the players have all the talent, the players have all the skill and ability, but the coaches are the ones that can figure out how to put the right people in the right places, put people in the right seat on the bus, so everybody's strengths can come together and achieve what you're trying to achieve. And so we hire coaches as individuals to help remind us, to keep us on track, right? To say, hey, this is what you need to do, and these are the things that you can do. I'm not going to infringe on your talent, but I'm going to tell you, this is how you take your talent and turn it into what you need to do.
That's exactly right. We hire coaches because so much of the time, hey, I know us agents. I know all of us agents, right? What we do is we're so busy doing stuff that we forget that we got to track and measure. We forget that we need to do these things in order to make us better. We forget that the numbers, our successes and failures can teach us what we need to learn so we can get better and make more money. So we hire a coach to take care of all that stuff for us, to track and measure and to hold us accountable to who we are, to whether or not we're doing the things we're supposed to do in order to make it to the end. Isn't that important? You guys think that's important? Yeah. Accountability is a huge step in all this. And it's the one that we all want to skip because it means that someone's got to know what I'm doing. And us agents don't want to know they don't ever want to know what we're doing, right? We ever been to that point where like, hey, Rob just knew what I was doing today. I told him I'm going to be on an open house, but I'm kind of screwing around. I stayed at Starbucks a bit longer than I'm supposed to. I'm playing a video game, right? You guys ever been there? You don't want me or your coach to tell to see what you're doing and see what you're not doing. But can you see on the other side of that why being accountable can help you reach where you're trying to reach? How many more deals could you have done this year if someone was actually paying attention? How many more sales? How much more money would you have? How much faster would you get to Disneyland, guys? We got like a Disneyland bus going on here. Everyone wants to go to Disneyland in this class. It's funny. We want to talk about the last step in this, and that is called celebrating. Right? It's the thing that everyone doesn't want they don't even think about that. But when you reach, wait, I like you, Emily. Right? When we get to that point where we've reached it, we need to celebrate it. Why do we need to celebrate something like that? Someone give me an answer. Grab the mic and tell me.
If you don't celebrate your goals, then what's the point of having a goal? I mean, if you don't congratulate yourself for doing all the hard work of hitting your goal, then the next time you set a goal, it's not going to have as big of an impact on you.
I agree with that. Anybody else have something else they want to share as far as that goes?
We're talking about our WIGs, right? Wildly important goals, and they have those three elements of passion and stress and emotion and those kinds of things. Mm-hmm. So you should celebrate that. If you accomplish something that you put that much effort and work into, then you have to celebrate that. And that celebration can be whatever you want it to be, but take a minute to just pat yourself on the back and go, good job, you did it.
Yeah. How many times have you had a goal and you blow right through it? You blew right through it, didn't even know it. You look back and go, geez, there it was. So if that happens, that means you didn't celebrate it because you weren't tracking it. You have to, celebrating it brings this thing to mind where you say, and when I get to this point, I'm going to celebrate something. There's something I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Disneyland, right? I'm going to go to Disneyland. I'm going to buy this car. Greg, why don't you talk to us about that with you? I know that you kind of do this for yourself.
Yeah, so with this, the important goals that I've set for myself, and a lot of this is, you know, based on transactions in real estate business, but at the completion of each one of those, when you have some sort of success and you've attained something that's on your vision board, or you've crossed some sort of threshold, we always do something with my wife and I, right? Maybe it's go out to a super nice restaurant for dinner, or put some money towards a trip, or decide that we're going to go away for the weekend. Something along those lines that helps us remember this is why we do these things, right? I work to live, and I want to live well, and I want to enjoy life. So the harder I work, the better I can live. And so I just remind myself every time, let's do something cool.
That's very good. I love that. Chris, you want to take your family to Disneyland, right? How many people?
Like 5 of us. Yeah.
5 of us. How much is that going to cost you?
I want to budget around like $5,000.
$5,000. How many deals, how many homes do you want to sell next year? How many clients do you want to help next year?
I want to help at least 20 people.
At least 20. All right, so let's take, how many? So if you take $5,000, you divide it by 20 people, how much money is that?
$250.
So it's $250 per sale in order for you to hit your goal and take your family to Disneyland. So this is what I challenge you to do. This is what I challenge all you guys to do. Right here, bam, right there, right there. This is what I challenge you guys to do. I want you to figure out something that's really important to you, some way you can celebrate what you're trying to accomplish by doing all this hard work. I want you to figure out how many sales you're going to make, and then I want you to figure out how much it's going to cost you, and then do the math. So Chris, it's going to take him 20 sales, you said? I want him to come up with another savings account, and every time you close a sale, I want you to take $250 and put it in that separate account. And when you get to that $5,000, I want you to call your family. Even more, because of the accountability part, this is what I want you to do. When you get done with this class, right now, all you guys, when you get done with this class, I want you to call your mom, because yours is your mom, and tell her, I'm taking you to Disneyland. Not today. Not today, but I'm going to take you to Disneyland. This is how I'm going to do it, Mom. Right? I'm going to do it this way. $250 a sale is going to happen as soon as I hit 20 sales. It's going to work. You know, every time you talk to your mom, what's one of the first things she's going to say to you? How many sales have you had? How close are we to going? Right? You do that with your kids, and your kids will be on you all the time. They will hold you accountable to your leading indicators so you can hit your lag indicator, right? Guys, it's super important. As a business owner, as a team leader, as a brokerage owner, this is super important for all your agents. So you have to do it if you're one of those people, all right? Let's go out there, let's kill them. Let's make it happen, guys. Appreciate y'all. Let's go. Bam! Thanks for watching Raintown. See you guys soon.